Grip socks are great, and now they're even better with Pure Grip Socks Pro. Better fit, moisture wicking, amazing comfort, and all the extra grip you need. Choose from 10 different colors for just $16.99 a pair at puregripsocks.com.
Now, for those of you that have seen my reviews of the top-end Predator Edge models, whether it's the Edge 1 or the Edge Plus, there are some things about them that I really like and some things that I don't care for quite as much, resulting in a product that is ultimately just okay. However, there was one element in particular that I talked about in terms of Adidas not giving us enough specific information on, and that is the tungsten weight at the tip of the toe. They claim it adds more power to your shot, but how? Why? They didn't even tell us how much it actually weighs. Which is why today, as promised, I'm going to rip it off and find out myself. So get your guesses in the comments right now. How much do you think the tungsten at the tip of the toe on a Predator Edge actually weighs? I'm gonna guess 17 grams. Before I get started, I just wanted to give you guys a quicker look where it appears that it's just glued to this little slot they've created at the tip of the toe within the sole plate. So, in order to get that out, I've brought some tools that I think will get the job done. And if this doesn't work, I've also grabbed a flathead screwdriver, which is probably the right tool to use here. And just a quick disclaimer before we get started, keep in mind that I am a trained professional, so please don't try this at home. And for those that will comment that I'm destroying a perfectly good pair of football boots, we're doing it for science, first of all, and second of all, the boots are gonna be perfectly functional without this little weight at the tip of the toe. At least I think so. Maybe they won't work anymore, who knows? So I'm gonna try my best to do this on camera, although I don't wanna cut myself with this spatula. I think I can just dig this underneath the front of the weight. Oh, maybe not. Okay, a spatula is not a good choice. You can see it's just about to pop off, but surprisingly, it's not just glued. You can see there's actually these little studs as well that kind of fix it to the bottom of the sole plate. So for those that were worried about this falling off long term, I don't think that's much of a concern. And just like that, we have our tungsten plate. Okay, now it's focused. And you can see there's some interesting markings on the back that let you know which boots this actually fits on, which is basically every version of the Predator Edge. Also, no glue, just 5 individual studs to lock it in place, where you can see on the sole plate, it's basically just got these little holes where it plugs right in. Which also means that technically I haven't even damaged the boots because I should be able to just put it right back once I'm done playing around with it. Regardless, let's find out how much this actually weighs, because it doesn't feel very heavy. So I'm gonna weigh it in grams because I feel like that's the most accurate for such a small piece of metal. Again, they're saying that this is supposed to add more power to your shot. You put your guesses in the comments. Let's see how much it actually weighs. 4 grams, you're kidding. And just for the sake of comparison, I have here a Canadian quarter, 25 cents. You can see the size of it side by side with the tungsten weight. Let's see how much this weighs just to see. 4 grams. Which basically means, according to Adidas logic, you don't have to spend $250+ on a pair of Predator Edges. You can instead take a quarter and tape it to the toe on your football boots that you already have and increase the power of your shot. It's that simple. So I guess in conclusion, this isn't even an I told you so moment, because honestly, I was expecting this to weigh significantly more. 4 grams, in my opinion, at the tip of the toe of a pair of football boots that weigh well over 200 grams is completely insignificant. It's the reason why you do not feel this weight whatsoever. And again, like I talked about in many videos, and I'll actually link a YouTube short where I talk about the previous variations of Adidas Predator models that also use tungsten weighting with actual studies and statistics from Adidas to increase the power of your shot. Whether or not they were effective, that's completely not relevant, but the fact that they've added 4 grams of weight to the tip of the toe on a pair of football boots and just randomly claim that it's going to add more power, that has to be one of the most gimmicky pieces of technology that we've seen on football boots in a very long time. In other words, marketing claims and reality are two very different things.